Gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. LeMunyon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise for a point of personal privilege.
The gentleman has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker and ladies and gentlemen of the House, it was 50 years ago on this day that John Kennedy took the oath of office and became the 35th President of the United States. President Kennedy was remembered and is remembered for a great many things. For me, it was a rare combination of gifts of oratory, imagination, the ability to inspire people that has been rarely matched on the American public stage in the 5 decades since. And he used those gifts to rally our country to think bigger and to be a better people. Among many that I'm sure members might remember the endeavor that sent American astronauts to the moon. He established a program to send, and the program continues to send, young American peacemakers around the globe as part of the Peace Corps. He laid the foundation for what would become landmark civil rights law. He stood up to communist tyranny, and, Mr. Speaker, he even signed legislation that represented one of the largest cuts in marginal tax rates in American history at that time. But among the things that he is best remembered for is that inaugural address that he delivered on that snowy day in Washington 50 years ago today. The President spoke about many things, but two in particular I think have been best remembered. He spoke about the role of the United States as a nation among nations, and the role of Americans in America. And with respect to the role of the United States as a nation among nations, he said that we must let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, and oppose any foe in order to assure the survival and the success of liberty. And with respect to the role of Americans in America, he addressed what I think may be a central question of American citizenship. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. For me, Mr. Speaker, these two ideas have provided a kind of a compass, a guiding star in navigating the many public policy issues that we address. And while they were specific to the circumstances 50 years ago, I think one reason why they are so well remembered is that they are timeless in their meaning and application. And I must say, Mr. Speaker, President Kennedy may have been from Massachusetts, but in delivering that inaugural address, he sure sounded like a Virginian. And so, Mr. Speaker, I move today that when the House adjourns, that it do so in the honor and in the memory of our 35th President, John F. Kennedy. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. LeMunyon, moves that when the House adjourn today, it adjourn in the honor and memory of President John F. Kennedy. As many as favor that motion will say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The motion is agreed to.